This is Renan, the voice of Pat's Nation, and the atmosphere in Foxborough isn't just about the playoffs, it's about survival on the ice. Mike Vrabel and his coaching staff are proving day after day that in this league you're either the chess player or the piece. And the Patriots? They're playing chess while the rest of the league has barely learned the rules of checkers. We're covering everything from a genius signing that went unnoticed to the real implications of the injuries that are shaping the fate of this divisional round. Things are getting increasingly intense and frantic in Foxborough. We have a lot of ground to cover today, from a clever move that many ignored to crucial updates on Drake Maye and the domino effect Nico Collins' absence has on our defensive plans. If you want to follow all the New England Patriots news daily and don't want to miss any detail of this epic run in the 2026 NFL playoffs, this is the place for you. Take this opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, and smash that like button. You don't need to break your phone or laptop, but give it a firm click to strengthen our community. Comment below what your expectations are for this matchup at Gillette Stadium. The first thing we need to highlight is the intricate move made by the organization. It's something I confess I missed a few days ago, but it reveals a lot about the intelligence of our management. Yesterday, we talked about Daryl Taylor and the big implications of his likely promotion to the 53-man roster, bringing situational pressure. But looking at the 13th, we saw the renewal of Miles Battle and, at the end of the list, the name of Trent Sherfield Sr. to the Patriots. Sometimes we look at practice squad players and think it's just investment, but there's a reason for each piece. Sherfield doesn't have eye-catching numbers, but he had an above-average year in 2022 with the Dolphins, and more importantly, he was with the Denver Broncos this year. Mike Vrabel and company are playing chess, seeking checkmate through information. The pursuit of Sherfield, as well as the Daryl Taylor Patriots situation, is our ace in the hole. Do we need receivers? On paper, we have solid names like Jeremiah Webb and John Giles, who is that physical target for 50-50 balls. But Sherfield brings intelligence about opponents he has faced recently. That's crucial when we look at the AFC Championship horizon. But first, we have to take care of the Texans. Josh McDaniels of the Patriots identified Drake Maye as the top priority. Drake is young, and experienced quarterbacks still make mistakes. We've seen many hero throws that end in interceptions by trying to force the ball where it shouldn't be. McDaniels was clear. Drake knows the importance of ball protection and understands that every drive should end with a kick, whether it's an extra point or a field goal. This protective mentality is what makes us comfortable. We saw how close the game against the Chargers was, a battle against a top-5 defense. The Texans also have a dominant unit, and the strategy needs to be the same. Safe points and ball security. We don't need heroes. If the sack is inevitable, accept it. Is it frustrating? Yes, but it's the smart thing to do. And the news from the medical department only reinforces this optimism. Looking at the injury report, Christian Gonzalez's return is the main headline. Gonzo was a full participant, came out of the no-contact red jersey, and is ready for combat. Between him and Nico Collins' injury, the advantage is clearly on our side in Foxborough. The presence of Christian Gonzalez without his red jersey in practice is the definitive sign that our secondary will have its most important piece to contain what remains of Houston's aerial attack. While Gonzo returns hungry to play, Nico Collins' injury situation becomes increasingly bleak for the Texans. As we approach Sunday, his chances of taking the field are minimal, and that's devastating for them. Collins is the epicenter of C.J. Stroud's offensive production, and without him, the responsibility falls on Christian Kirk and young players like Jaden Higgins and Xavier Hutchinson. We'll have Gonzalez and Carlton Davis occupied, but with a gigantic strategic advantage. The tide is rising for the Patriots at just the right time. Besides Gonzo, we've seen Terrell Jennings and Tonga as full participants in practice, showing the team is reaching peak health for this divisional round. This vitality is necessary because, as Mike Vrabel always emphasizes tactically, physicality needs to be elevated. If we were physical against the Chargers, against the Texans, we need to double that intensity. Houston is a fast, hard-hitting team, and our linebackers need to be ready to take the head off their opponents on every tackle, maintaining the discipline that has brought us this far in the 2026 NFL playoffs. In the trenches, history is written by men like Milton Williams and Christian Barmore. There's a clear reason the organization invests big money in these guys. They sow chaos. Milton Williams' pressure was otherworldly against the Chargers, executing club and swim moves that made their offensive line look like a high school team. And you can bet Christian Barmore's stats will follow suit. They are our twin towers of pressure, and the mission is clear. Don't let C.J. Stroud breathe. Stroud looked cornered against the Steelers, and if we maintain This constant pressure on the blind side will force the mistakes that define playoff games. The Patriots' tactical analysis for this matchup focuses on efficiency on early downs. We can't survive relying solely on Drake May's miracles on long third downs against a defense as aggressive as Houston's. We need success in the running game and creativity in play calling from Josh McDaniels Patriots to stay ahead of the tide. The extra rest we had against the Texans, who played Monday night, needs to translate into a physical and mental advantage from the first snap in Gillette Stadium Divisional Round. We're facing one of the most interesting quarterback duels of the season. Both quarterbacks had highs and lows in the wild card round with fumbles and interceptions. But while Stroud struggles to prove he's still the guy without his main weapon, Drake May has the support of a defense that didn't allow a touchdown last week. The team that takes better care of the ball and dominates the trenches will have their ticket stamped for the AFC Championship game. Confidence is high, the game plan is in place, and Pats Nation YouTube is ready to watch this team march to glory.